Woo! All the Code Geass on Blu-ray. Yes! Yes! Hi guys, it's the Walking Zero Dead here, king of the anime and manga unboxers. So I'm back with another awesome unboxing of Code Geass on Blu-ray of R2. So let's unbox this little beast. There's all your receipts and advertisement and all that sort of crap. So there it is, yes, Code Geass R2 on Blu-ray. This cost me 26 quid on Amazon UK. I pre-ordered it, so I've actually had it on my shelf for a little while. It's done by Sunrise, and the designs of the characters are done by Clamp. It's 25 episodes over 2 discs. Surround sound is actually only 2.0, which is a bit disappointing. The aspect ratio is 16.9, and it's 1080p. But let's have a look at the front. You've got Lelouch with a ton of like mecha in the background, like a giant army. It's like a giant battle. On the spine, you've just got Code Geass. On the back, pretty cool. C2, Lelouch. Just with a ton of quotes like, if you had absolute power, would you choose good or evil? Most people will probably choose evil. And it's a little slipcase as well, which is really cool. And on this side, it's basically the same picture as the back, which is, you know, C2 and Lelouch and the mecha. And you've got Zero there. Inside the Blu-ray discs, you've got one grey and one white. There's no background art on it at all, but you know. So that's it. Pretty bog standard little case, but you know, it's still Code Geass on Blu-ray. So guys, the basic plot for Code Geass R2, if you've never seen Code Geass and you know, you've heard all this hype that it's the greatest anime TV series ever, the plot for the second series is, after the events of like R1, the year is now 2018, and with Zero assumed like dead and missing, the remnants of the Black Knights are being swept up by Britannia's forces, and there's like a forced, you know, like state of peace over like Area 11, and Area 11 is essentially Japan, because when Britannia conquers a country, they end up like calling it an area basically. The rights of the 11s like remain limited, like they're under like oppression basically, but with no one to like lead them, and with their defeat during like the Black Rebellion like hanging over them, you know, the Japanese people remains, you know, under the rule of Britannia, and you know, and under their boot, with you know, no hope of overcoming this, you know, superpower that pretty much like runs the world. And now that, you know, Lelouch has essentially lost his memory and doesn't know that he's Zero, or doesn't know his whole plan. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see what happens in R2, guys. So in the comment section down below, guys, give me your thoughts on R2. I know a lot of people didn't particularly like R2 as much as like R2, mainly because of like character development and, you know, the inconsistencies and sort of like Lelouch's character, how he's a little bit flip-floppy in some of the stuff that he does. And in R2 there's a couple of little plot holes, like little naggly little plot holes. Although other people really love R2 because of, you know, the mech battles. There's a much more grander sort of like scale to it. They're on a much larger sort of like scale. Maybe they sort of like toned down on the tactics a little bit, but it's on a much, you know, there's a hell of a lot of like crazy ass mecha battles in this one. And also it's got one of, you know, the best like anime endings, with one of the best twists to the ending of like any anime. So a lot of people love that. Some people are kind of mixed on the animation of R2 as well, because it's slightly a little bit different than R1. Not a lot of people pick up on that, but it is actually a little bit different. So drop some comments down below, guys. What was your favourite scene from R2? What was your favourite battle? You know, like favourite mech fight? Who was your favourite character that gets introduced in R2? And this is to people that have actually seen Code Geass. Don't spoil it down below, but is he alive or is he dead? If you just found my stuff and you like it, please go subscribe. You know, I do, you know, I'm going to start doing game stuff, and I do more anime unboxings, I do recommendations, you know, tons of cool anime stuff. Give us the old thumbs up for Code Geass. May the sun never set on the British anime empire.